Quazi here, and in today's video, I want to share with you a recent epiphany that I had on the differences between the abundance and the scarcity mentality and how we subconsciously keep ourselves in the scarcity mentality and how to break free from it so that you can achieve your goals in the most effortless way possible. So I want to keep this video very short. Let's go right ahead and get started. So before I get started with this video, I want to quickly announce I made a brand new bootcamp for you. If you scroll down to the pinned comments down in the comment section below, you can get access to our exclusive email list where I share 3 weekly newsletters with you, as well as getting access to our exclusive material that I can't quite share on the channel. So if you want access to that, just scroll down to the pinned comments, or if you're watching this on Spotify, scroll down to the description and you'll be able to find a link that takes you to a page. You put in your email address and your name, and you'll have full access to our email list. So without further delay, let's go right ahead and get started. Today I want to talk to you about the differences between the abundance and the scarcity mentality and how we subconsciously keep ourselves in the scarcity mentality. And you'll notice that every single successful person has and are in this abundance mentality. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how. Now, if you're new to this concept of abundance and scarcity mentality, it's kind of like this. The abundance mentality is the belief, the fundamental belief that there is enough in this world for everyone. Okay, there's enough for you, there's enough for me. There are no limited resources. Okay, there is enough to go around for everyone. Okay, everything that you truly want, if you were to get it, it wouldn't mean that someone else were to get less. Okay, so it eliminates this concept of competition. The scarcity mentality, on the other hand, assumes competition and limited resources. It assumes that, oh, the earth has limited resources. If I get food, then someone else won't. If someone else gets food, then I won't, right? And according to our beliefs, we amplify them, exaggerate them until they start to negatively affect us psychologically or start to manifest in our lives in the physical equivalent, okay? Now, the scarcity mentality begins initially when we talk about desire. In this teaching of manifestation and the law of attraction, what we talk about is this concept of a burning desire. Okay, I'm going to write this down. Burning desire. So you've probably, without a doubt, heard of this burning desire before. And I first heard of this concept from Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich. He said, you must have a burning desire in order to achieve your goals. So I had this burning desire and I was trying to cultivate this burning desire every single day. But then what I realized was when I had this burning desire, what was happening was I was telling myself, I'm not good enough for this, so I should want it. And if I wanted it, then I will someday I will be good enough for that money that I want, for that business that I want to get, for that girl that I want to bring into my life. I will be good enough for her. One day I will be good enough. When I kept telling myself that, it always kept delaying it, right? It always put a separation between me and the self that I wanted to become. And because of that, there was always that gap. I was constantly reinforcing that gap, and that became my reality. So most people live in this burning desire state of where they like to fantasize about their goals because they can't allow themselves to have their goals right now. If you think about it, it's kind of like going on Instagram and you, scrolling through some girl's profile thinking, it would be nice if I could have this girl, but you don't really want this girl or this guy or this person. You just like to think that you want this guy or this person. If you were to start dating that person right now, you wouldn't know what to do. Like if you were to get all of your goals, everything that you wanted, handed to you right now, you wouldn't know what to do with it. It would be completely unnatural to you. This goes to show that you're not within yourself ready to achieve and accept that. That's not your reality internally yet. And because of that reason, you're not experiencing it. Okay? And through our desires, we like to establish to ourselves that we're not good enough by reinforcing that gap. I hope that made sense. That kind of went on a long-winded rant, but I hope that made sense. So we, in the scarcity mentality, we create this gap. So burning desire creates a gap. And this is the scarcity mentality. Now, another quality of the scarcity mentality, which we subconsciously keep ourselves stuck in, is the quality of settling for things. Okay? And here's an example. Maybe you set a goal to achieve a certain revenue per month in your business and grow it to a certain level. And or maybe you wanted a partner or a certain person that you wanted. Now what happens is maybe some girl shows an interest in you, or a guy shows an interest in you, and you know deep down, okay, you know deep down that this person, you're not truly attracted to this person, but right now you're single and you've always wanted a relationship, but you know that you're not 100% sold on this person, or maybe that house you're going to buy, or maybe that business or that job offer. But you accept it anyways because you know you need money, or you need to be with someone, and it sucks to be lonely. And what you do is, in order to avoid the negative counterpart, which is it sucks to be alone, you settle for this person. So people who are stuck in the scarcity mentality, they settle. Okay, so you'll notice this quality. When you start to settle for things, you're subconsciously telling yourself, this is all I'm good for. This job, this offer is all I'm good for. And then you slowly grow to resent the job, or you slowly grow to resent the partner, which is actually bad for the partner. Like if you're not fully attracted to someone, you shouldn't be dating them, right? Or any other thing that you're doing that thing a disservice if you're not fully into it, because that wasn't truly meant for you, right? It was meant for someone else. Someone else would love that person that you're dating, that you've settled for. Someone else would probably love that job that you've settled for, right? And I was faced with this reality when I graduated college and I had a job offer lined up for me, and it was a cushy, comfy $60,000 a year job. And I exercised the abundance mindset when I told myself, hey, wait, this is a great job offer and it would give me money, and I would need money right now. Right? I would love to have money right now, but do I want to sell my soul for it? No. So I decided to not settle for the job, but fully commit to my business, which at the time was basically making 0 to 3K a month, right? And because I did that, because I didn't settle, I established to myself abundance. I'm actually worthy of much more. I'm contributing to this. I'm delaying gratification to achieve something else, something much greater, because I'm worthy, right? That's how you enter the abundance mindset, by not settling, by refusing to settle. So people who are in the abundance mindset, this is the secret quality, right? They refuse to settle. So if you look at my story when I refused to settle for that, we've looked at many different houses too, my wife and I, and we've looked at maybe over 30 or 40 houses, and I refused to settle, right? Because we knew that, okay, these houses are good, all of these houses are good, but they're just not quite it. And when you know, you know. When you know that someone is right for you, you know. I knew my girlfriend at the time would be the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, because I just knew. I could see that, I can't really see myself with anyone else. So people who are in this abundance mindset also learn to trust their intuition. When they know, and they don't doubt. Okay, they don't ever question it. When that feeling arises, they go with that and they fully double down on it. So they have this quality of faith. And I've talked about faith a lot in this channel. If you scroll up, put a little eye up there, you can click on it and see a video on what faith really means and how to cultivate it. But people who are in abundance mindset refuse to settle ever, and they always go for what feels right, okay? Logically, it must make sense, and within you, it must feel 100% right, and only then do you fully commit. Now, there's always, a chance to take this to the extremes, and you just say no to everything. So you must always learn to have a balance between the two. So for example, the house that we're buying right now, I could always find flaws in it, but these flaws are fixable, right? So if I can fix these flaws by working on the house itself, then I'll do it. But overall, do I like the things that are unchangeable? If yes, then I go for it, right? So that's the abundance mindset. So the question becomes, how do we enter the abundance mindset? What's the fundamental difference in someone's focal point when they're in the abundance mindset versus when they're in the scarcity mindset? And this is what it is. If I draw this web right now, on the left-hand side, we're going to have scarcity, and I hope you can see this. On the right-hand side, we're going to have abundance. I'm going to use a different pen for this. So in the scarcity mindset, this is what the person's life looks like. So someone in the scarcity mindset who has this burning desire for something, they crave something because they've been lacking it their whole lives. Let's say it's money, right? What they do is they place money in the center of their lives. Their whole lives revolve around money. And then they have the other areas of their lives like health, relationship, themselves, and their personal development, their spiritual journey, all of that. When you do this, you become a slave to money, right? If your whole life revolves around money, you're always going to be controlled by monetary matters. If there's like something you have to spend money on, you're going to be closely guarding it. You know, your whole life story revolves around money. And money's going to tug you all the time. And when we fall slave to something, it controls us. Whatever we hear about money, anything negative, we become quickly closed off. Whenever we hear like an opportunity to get money, we quickly drop everything and chase money, right? So this is what happens in scarcity mentality. And this is just an example I'm giving you where when money is in the center, the focal point of someone's life. On the other hand, if you're in an abundance mindset, what happens is now money is no longer in the center. Guess what actually is in the center right now? And I hope you can see this. What's in the center right now is the self, is me, okay? Myself and my personal growth. And everything else, the relationships, the money, the business, the health, all of those other things become a supplement to help you grow in your spiritual journey. When you double down on yourself, you tap into this abundance mindset. Quite simply so. When you double down on money, or you double down on partner and women and men and, fitness, then that thing starts to control and run your life. You become a slave to that thing. But when you become a slave to yourself, you're basically doubling down on yourself, right? It's like you're inverting it. And in that way, it starts to positively affect other areas of your life because you know your own worth, right? Your worth isn't determined by money. It isn't determined by the women you're dating or the men you're dating. It's determined by what you say it is. And this is the secret to entering abundance mindset. By placing yourself at the center and always doubling down on yourself, on your education, on your personal growth, reading, working on your health. Like for me, growth in business is a challenge to see how much I can grow, right? Growth in my relationship is a challenge to see how much I can grow. So this is my own personal journey, and everything else is actually helping me grow. I'm learning a lot of lessons from those, right? So business is not the center, relationship is not the center, health is not the center. All of those things could go away, but I would still be fine. And from that, we can come and boil everything down to one fundamental truth. When you can be fulfilled by nothing, that's when you have the potential to have anything. Okay? So with that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of this, if this was helpful to you, or if you find it was valuable, please feel free to share it with a friend so that they may value from it as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And also, I guess I'm going to do a quick recap of what we talked about. We talked about the abundance versus the scarcity mindset, how to enter it. And we talked about how having a burning desire always leads you to entering scarcity mentality. And we also talked about what the focal point is when you're in scarcity mentality versus when you're in abundance mentality. In scarcity mentality, it's the thing that we want to pursue that becomes the core focus in our lives. It could be money, it could be your relationships, it could be your health, it could be something else. But in abundance mindset, your focal point becomes you. You focus on your growth and your personal journey, and you double down on yourself. And everything else is a supplement to that leads you to grow and to become a better human being. Right? So yeah, with that I conclude this video. If you'd like to work closer together with me and my team in our reality mastery program, I invite you to apply now. The link for that is in the description box below. And our free Facebook group is open to take advantage of as well. The link for that is also in the description. Guys, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I hope this video was helpful. Till next time. Peace.